amazing, no? So, key points. I think the most important one is keep God in the center. I think this is the moment we first met, especially with Henry and our first C in our culture is Christ. Why? Guys, I'll be very honest. If you do not agree with me to follow God, who do you want to follow? Right? So honestly, what do you call this? Adrian is like my big brother. You know, I also pray that one day you'll be able to find someone who challenges you upward. Diba? So that's number one, no? Put God in the center. Number two, service. Excellent customer service. Right? That's extremely important. Who knows the golden rule? Raise your hand. What is the golden rule, guys? Huh? What is it? What is it? Okay, that's the golden rule. Do not do unto others what you don't want others to do unto you. What is the platinum rule? Huh? Does anybody know? What is the platinum rule? Guys, simple. Platinum rule is treat people as how they want to be treated. Because golden rule is, if you do this to me, I'll do this to you. Diba? If you fight with me, I'll fight you back. And platinum rule states that I will treat you the way you want to be treated. That is amazing. And I would also say that is the white glove service. Right, guys? So this is, Adrian is just one example of the so many people have been blessed. So first we have to start right. And to be able to start right, you have to start with Him. Because if it's not Him, then it's who? Diba? Right. So, guys, I'd like to talk a little bit about purpose. Why we exist as a company. Again, I'll just talk about a little bit of these things before we move forward into technicalities about our product. Huh? So why we exist as a business. So the next speaker is no longer here. I mean, it's here in the world, but it's no longer here physically. Oh, sorry. The next speaker is equally successful. No? We have met him. I hope. Well, some of you might also know him. So his name is Francis Kong. Anybody who knows him? Guys, anybody who knows Francis Kong? Anybody who does not know Francis Kong? Okay. So you will meet him online. Okay. So I will let him. Remember, guys, our product is what? Solutions. Our product is solution. And if we understand that our product is solution, we will never go hungry. Why? Everywhere you look, there's always a problem. Right? So, how do you differentiate successful people and unsuccessful people? John Maxwell said this: the difference between successful and unsuccessful people is their response to failure. The way you see things, our reaction of and response to failure is how he said differentiates between successful people and unsuccessful people. Okay, so why SSD exists? Because we're a solution. We're here to solve a problem. I will let Francisco share a few insights and wisdom about this, no? About crisis. And this also touches about leadership. Why, guys? We have to make everybody credible in talking to customers. And you can only be a good leader if you can lead yourself. Guys, agree, huh? If you do not follow yourself, if you don't know how to lead yourself, you cannot lead others. observe yung text ni Joe kanina. I admire your entrepreneurship, blah, blah, blah. You're solving problem because I have shown him that we are credible in terms of problem solving. So that is the level we want to reach. Okay? Sige. So I'll share with you, I hope this place.
So let's delve into the skills one by one. I'm going to talk to you about, in page 9 of your manual, problem solving skills. Let's talk about the crisis. There are 3 things that we can see regarding crisis. 1, every major crisis creates unexpected problems or unprecedented, masyadong clichés na rin yan. Unexpected problems. Next, every major crisis creates opportunities, many of which are also unprecedented. Next, every major crisis creates clarity. Lumilinaw bigla. Pansinin mo, kailan ba natututong mag-cost cutting ng mga companies at kailan natututong magtipid yung mga tao? When times are normal or when there's a crisis. Pagputok ng crisis, tipid tayo. These are fundamental basic things that we should have been doing when things were normal, but we don't. But when a crisis happens, it becomes so clear. Next thing you have to understand is this. Crisis doesn't create character, it merely reveals it. One word that you can use is crisis is a great revealer. Ine-expose ngayon yung tao. Meron po tayong kasabihan. Gusto mo talaga makilala ang tunay na pagkatao ng taong yan? 2 bagay. Number 1, pera. Lumilitaw kung ano yung tunay na pagkatao ng taong yan. And number 2, crisis. Pagputok ng problema, makikita mo ngayon, ano ba talaga ang tunay na pagkatao? Iiwanan ka ba niyan? Manggugulang ba yan? Or isa-sacrifice ng sarili niya para makatulong? You have to add one more. Power. Bigyan mo ng kapangyarihan yan. Ito yung kinukwento natin kahapon. Biglang na-promoted ng tao. Kung kailan na-promoted na, pataas na pataas, palaki naman na palaki yung kanyang ulo at kanyang ego. So all these 3 things reveal character. Now, that's also the reason why the crisis has made many people better. The crisis has made many people bitter. And then, the crisis has also made people buttered. Yung iba hindi kaya eh. Bakit hindi makayanan? Posible, walang options. So, what is the purpose of doing business anyway? Ito ang turo sa atin. I took up a business course in my home library alone before I began giving it all away. I have more than 1,000 volumes of books, many of which are in business, and many of which I have not yet read. But when I enter my library, I feel smarter already. Ito ang turo lagi. The purpose of doing business is to make a profit. I don't think so. Now that I'm very experienced in this field, you ask our business people in our batch, they will tell you. The purpose of doing business is not to make a profit. Whether you make a profit or you suffer a loss, these are outcomes of business. Now watch, ha? Kapag may mga taong lumalapit na nagsasabing, Sir Francis, gusto ko pumasok sa business, ano ba magandang negosyong pasukan para kumita ako? Immediately by default, ang automatic response ko, hindi ka pa handa. Bakit? The purpose of business is not to make a profit, but the purpose of business is to meet needs. N-E-E-D-S. It is to be able to solve problems. Yan ang dapat nasa utak ngayon ng isang negosyante at isang leader. If you are not in a leadership position, as most people that we see, pagputok ng problema, it becomes additional work. It becomes storbo. It becomes, ito ang gusto ko, hindi mangyayari dahil may problema, tong buwisit na problemang to, hindi nila gets. But if you are a leader, specifically if you are an entrepreneur, every time na pagputok ng problema, it creates a problem. And a problem requires needs to be satisfied. Now, if you put yourself now in the position to have the utility and the resources to be able to solve that problem, guess what? You're in business. Kaya doon mo makikita ang differentiation ng isang taong utak negosyo at utak leader at yung utak hindi negosyante at hindi leader. Pagputok ng problema, sabi ng isa, storbo yan, ayoko na yan. Sabi naman ng negosyante, paano ba ako kikita dyan?
Guys, amazing, right? Why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this kasi, as I said, being a sales, account manager, and being a businessman is not too far off. No work, no pay tayo. Di ba? If we don't plan, we don't have the right to harvest. Diba? So, I showed you this because, number one, we're still in crisis. Francis is still wearing his mask. We're still in crisis. And I need you guys, when you visit clients, you have to spot opportunities for their problems. All of us has visited clients already, di ba? Tama?